Hey, what is up, guys? Spider Storm Films
Wait,
back here.
wait, 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 wait. Stream has to start up a bit.
Yeah.
I'll tell you when we should be live. All right, it said you're live right now.
Alright.
All right, so yeah, mine's up. All right.
Yeah, so today I'm here with Celestial Bolt Madison, if you want to say hi.
Hola.
And we are doing a stream on Star Wars The Last Jedi. We were going to do this over the weekend when we first saw the movie, but we didn't want to get into spoilers right away, so today we're talking about full spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie or don't want to know spoilers, I would click off this video right now and come back when it is, when you've seen the movie. So we're gonna be talking about a lot here about the movie. This is what you won't want to miss. So yeah.
For sure. So one of the first things that we want to bring up is talking about characters. What were your opinions on the characters in this movie, Chris?
Hmm. I mean, it was definitely better than Force Awakens, in my opinion. They got into the characters more and everything. Do you want to start with Rey, if that's okay?
Yeah, let's start out with Ray.
So, what's your opinion on Rey in the movie?
Well, Ray was kind of one-dimensional in this film, I thought. I didn't like his Rey as much as I liked her in The Force Awakens. Considering that Rey was more uh, trying to tune into the dark side at times, which I thought was kind of an interesting dynamic.
I mean, I'm on an opposite view. Rey, in The Force Awakens, she was just like an annoying character. Like, I don't want to be a Jedi, I don't want to be this. Just fought Kylo Ren, took him out at the end right away. I like her better in this film, too.
It's debatable.
And I
I
like
mean,
her arc when she tries to redeem Kylo to become Ben Solo, but that doesn't turn out well. Just remember, they fight the Praetorian Guards, and then they have that whole big moment.
mhm.
Yeah.
Speaking of that moment, let's go into spoilers. So if you guys don't want to see spoilers, make sure you turn off from the video now because we're going to begin the spoiler
Yep.
section
Exactly.
of this. So, Chris, what did you think of the scene where Snoke was killed and Rey and Kylo had fought together?
Um, Snoke being killed. All right. I have two sides of this. I'm gonna say my positive side first, being on the side that it was good that he died, and I could see what they're trying to do for 9. It's more of not what we thought, where Rey and Kylo versus Snoke, and Snoke is just basically a plot device to show Kylo Ren, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then the opposite side of this is the bad side. I really think they should have kept him around and did like I was saying, Kylo and Rey versus him for 9.
Well, we don't know he's dead, do we?
Yeah, there was a theory that it could have been a force projection stuff.
If he is, let's hope because I feel like they could expand on Snoke way more than they did
Yeah,
in
because the
this film.
working title for episode 9 is Black Crystal or something, and he is a black crystal from Vader's castle on Mustafar in his ring. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get into the next big thing. What did you think of Luke's death?
Oh yeah. Um. So my initial reaction in the theater was, "What the hell just happened?"
Hmm.
It comes from an initial shock of when we see Luke and Kylo about to fight, but nothing really happens. Kind of building up a climax that has no climax.
Yeah, and
Um.
it's kind of obvious that he's a force projection if you go and rewatch it, like a second viewing. Because here are the things: one, the Skywalker lightsaber, the blue one that Rey, Anakin, and Luke had, it gets destroyed in the scene before that, and Luke has it as a force projection. And also, you know how on Crate you could see like the mineral stuff.
Mhm.
You could see that when Kylo walks, you see it, but when Luke walks, you don't see anything.
Oh, it's interesting. I didn't actually see that in my first
And
viewing.
yeah, I saw it twice, so I can know. And he looks much younger. Like, you really think Luke would have shaved his hair and like got trimmed up before he went to Crate?
Exactly.
Yeah, and
That was one
that's
of the more comedic parts. You
yeah.
know, going into comedic, real quick, let's take a break from the main characters. Let's talk about the Leia flying through gravity scene real quick. What the hell was that?
I mean, many people hate that scene, and I know that. But I'm not on the bad side of that scene. I feel like even though they finished filming this before Carrie Fisher died and all that,
Hmm.
they do it very well, and I feel like it's has two ways. After she died, you could see it as like a her flying, like that whole view and all that. And
Hmm.
then two, we get to see her using the Force for the first time. And remember, in the movies, we never saw Leia. I got to use the physical Force. All we see her was like feeling the Force, like in Force Awakens when she felt Han's death.
Well, the fact that they didn't kill off Leia in this film causes an issue for filming, because now they'll have to either use CGI or kill her off screen.
Well, I mean, what the original plan was that Episode 7 is Han's movie, and that was from the die. Episode 8 was Luke's movie, and then he dies. And Episode 9 they would kill off Leia. Like, so they didn't know that, and that's the problem.
By the way, we have 2 people watching the stream. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hope you enjoyed.
Let me check.
So far. How many people do you have watching your stream, man?
I'm gonna check right now.
Meanwhile, he's checking. Let's talk about Kylo's role in the film.
Kylo's role?
Yeah.
I really wanted him to go good in this film, the redeem arc thing, you know? Other than that, I thought he was more fleshed out in this movie than he was in Force Awakens.
And I thought it was interesting that he kind of shared the same ideal as Luke, but in a more twisted way.
Yeah, what did you...
Get rid of the Jedi and the Sith all together.
What did you think of the whole Luke killing him, like, trying to kill him in his sleep thing, like, thinking about it at least?
I thought that was a cool idea because he's afraid of what Solo could become, you know?
Yeah, but if you think about it, Luke is the one who furthered him going to the dark side and all that. So...
Well, we had figured that the Jedi were evil, I assume, after that.
Yeah. I'm gonna BRB, so can you, like, you know, talk to the stream for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Right,
try
so
not to be gone for long.
Yeah, I know.
So going on to the next, section, I'm gonna save that for when Chris comes back. We're gonna talk a little bit about Finn, and Finn's role in the film. Personally, I believe that Finn's role in the film was very stupid. He was really in the film, and when he was, it was just for comedic, parts. The only time that he had any valuable role was when they went to, into Snoke's ship, and, tried to, sneak in there to, personally, Finn's role was very, very bad. Poe was definitely a lot more fleshed out in this film, which I really liked, showing a bit more color with Poe, because, hell, in this film, Rey and Poe actually met, because if you didn't know, in the first Star Wars film, Poe and Rey didn't even meet up. So I thought that was very interesting that they did actually meet up in this film, rather than just a repeat of The Force Awakens where they didn't meet up. So.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. I was just talking about, Poe and Rey meeting up for the first time.
You know, that's actually kind of wrong. In the novel, The Force Awakens, they actually do meet up in the...
In the novel, yes, but considering the films, no.
But the novel's canon.
It is?
Yeah.
Well, they never met up in the films, so...
Well, it's still canon, but I feel like that was a great ending. What do you think of the kid with the broom and all that? The broom kid?
Oh, the ending? That was very interesting. I'm curious if it's suggesting that there's supposed to be more Jedi.
Well, you know Rian Johnson, the director of all this and stuff? He's making a trilogy, so you think that the trilogy that he makes could be about the rebuilding of the Jedi Order after 9 and stuff?
Maybe.
Because I feel like that would be a great new trilogy and great way, like, to, further the franchise. What do you think about Akbar's death?
Akbar, that was interesting. See, unfortunately, I was getting pizza, and I missed that scene in the movie.
Oh, really?
Like, my pizza took, like, 8 hours to be cooked.
Oh, really? Oh. Well, basically, that was the same scene where Leia died.
Yeah, I didn't see
not Leia died,
scene.
the flying scene.
I saw the flying part, but I didn't see anything before. Fill me in on what happened.
Well, basically, the Radis, the ship they're on, and fun fact, that's actually named off the Mon Calamari from Rogue One and stuff. But basically, the ship gets destroyed and everything, and and then everyone goes flying out of it, and that's how Leia ended up in space and everything. And then the scene after Leia gets back in the ship where they're talking, and Vice Admiral Haldo becomes the new leader of the Resistance, and like when Leia's in the coma and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And basically just said, oh yeah, a lot of people died, especially Admiral Akbar and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, let's get into this. What did you think of the Finn and Rose Canto Bite thing in the movie?
I personally did not like it at all.
I know, it should have been... It had nothing to do with the movie, and especially Benicio del Toro, the DJ character.
The character, yeah.
I know, it was terrible. Like, they didn't even need that in there. So personally, what I think they should have did was instead of having DJ be the code breaker, it either have been Maz Kanata. Remember, she had the cameo and she was the big character in Force Awakens.
Yeah. Why was she like not even there?
I know she should have been the code breaker. Like it would have been, or Lando Calrissian would have been cool too.
Uh-huh.
And what did you think of the whole Phasma death scene?
Phasma, I thought it was cool because
But they wasted her again though.
No, they didn't. She had a much bigger role in this film.
No, but in The Force Awakens, she appeared more. But
wait, no. But
less.
just realize this for a second. Finn and the Captain Phasma got to fight in a pretty badass scene.
But
And the
she
death
had
made sense.
But she had like 15 minutes. Maybe
Doesn't
even
matter.
less.
It's the way that the character ends that makes it cool.
I know, but it's still disservice. But
Meh.
speaking of death scenes and all that, the Haldo death was great in the movie, if you think about it.
Haldo is again?
The girl with the purple hair and stuff, remember?
Oh.
I feel
Admiral Haldo? The
Uh,
feminist? Nah, I don't like her. She's annoying.
It was a great way to take her out and stuff, though. Remember she was the sacrifice?
Oh, they should have killed her in a much brutal way, though. Like, a much more brutal way.
But it was a great scene. It was all quiet in the theater. And all
But she was a feminist.
Does that matter in, like, the terms of the movie, though?
Yeah.
But I feel like they expanded the Resistance and everything pretty well. But if you remember, like, the Resistance is gone. Remember the ending when they go in the Falcon and all that?
Because I think there's one thing that we can agree on, though.
What?
The birth of the rebellion line was so badass.
Yeah, the Resistance is dead, now it's the Rebellion again.
Uh-huh.
Which is, I think it's good. I mean, it's not terrible, but, you know.
I love it.
Yeah. But they're back in the same place they were during the original trilogy, the Rebellion, and since Snoke's dead, Kylo's probably got to turn the First Order into the Empire again.
You think?
Probably. They're gonna do that for, like, the, finale. So what do you think of the Yoda cameo scenes in the movie?
Well, personally, I liked it for the fact that it was different. Yoda felt kind of more sadistic. Not sadistic, like, as in an evil tone, but a very different Yoda than what we're used to, which I liked.
More like the original trilogy Yoda.
Yeah. More like crazy, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I mean, he practically burned the Book of Wells tree down.
Well, if you remember, that tree didn't mean anything. That tree was nothing. Rey has the books with her.
It was just like a interesting scene, I guess, if it's in better words.
Yeah. Because Rey took the Jedi books with her. That's why he's like, these books are page turners. They are not. That was a good line, you know.
Mm-hmm.
More Yoda lines are good for the film. But I really wish Luke and Snoke could have met and had like an epic lightsaber battle, like we put in the thumbnail.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. But the only issue with that is, also, why didn't they take advantage of the fact that Luke has his badass force power now?
And his green lightsaber. I know it was in the flashback, the green lightsaber, but it would have been cool if he could have used it in present day, and like that could have been the force projection instead of the blue one. But I could see why they did the blue one in the force projection, since that was his family's lightsaber and for him to use it in his last stand.
You know, it was even more interesting though. What happened to the green lightsaber?
Well, if you remember in the scene on not Octo, whatever his temple was, they didn't reveal the name of the planet. It was like secrecy. Only members of Luke's Jedi Order could know. But basically, remember how he uses it and then Ben Solo Ben Solo uses a new lightsaber, and I think he turns that lightsaber into his red lightsaber. But basically, remember like he collapses the roof of the temple.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably that what happened is the saber got destroyed. Remember, Luke's hand comes out of there, got destroyed in that, or either it just has it on Ahch-To hiding, but more likely it got destroyed.
I think it's kind of interesting how it was almost like an Order 66 type of style thing when the temple was taken over.
Yeah.
Because just like the whole way that all of a sudden everything just shifted.
Yeah.
All the Jedi were dead and crazy.
Well, if you remember, Luke didn't. They state that he didn't he didn't fully rebuild the Order. Remember, he said Ben and like 12 other students. He said.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like mass Clone Wars, Old Republic type rebuilding the Order. It's like it was like a pre-stages, and then probably like a little bit after that, Ben and Snoke and all that.
Mm-hmm.
That happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, I'm gonna see if I can hear the stream test the quality, so 1 sec.
Okay. You there? Alright, ready? Well, I guess break time or something? I don't know. Elapsed time, 16 minutes and 20 seconds for this.
Alright, I am back. Madison, I'm back.
Yep, welcome back.
Alright.
So,
And
what
also,
did you think of, Snoke?
I mean, the overall character, because we already talked about his death.
Yeah, the overall character.
I thought he was good. If they didn't kill him off, he would have been better, but, you know. Oh, better question. What did you think of the Porgs and the overall planet of Ahch-To in the movie?
The porgs don't matter. They're just an animal, in my opinion. I don't know why everybody makes such a big deal with the porgs.
Yeah, people are saying they could have been the next Ewoks, but they did them fine in the movie and stuff.
Yeah.
And they kind of...
The actual planet where Luke hides out, I really like.
Yeah, Ahch-To. One of my favorite scenes is remember when Rey's about to leave the planet, and then they have, like, the battle with the staffs and everything? Luke uses his Jedi staff and Rey uses her staff.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite scenes in the movie. But what would have been better was, remember how Rey ignites the blue lightsaber and then Luke falls to the ground? That would have been epic if Luke ignited the green in that scene as well.
I know, I'm gonna have a short fight, you know, and then, yeah.
Because it was rumored that the Knights of Ren and Kylo would go to Ahch-To, but I guess that didn't happen. It was a great rumor, though, and stuff. So we talked...
one person watching the stream. Welcome, man.
Yep, welcome to the stream. What did you think of, we talked about Leia, but what'd you think of her overall character in the movie? Like, not the flying Leia, but, like, her overall character in the movie.
Well, she flew. No, but, overall, her character seemed kinda useless.
No, Leia was one of the best. This is her best, Carrie Fisher's best performance of Leia. And also Mark Hamill's best performance as Luke Skywalker.
Mark Hamill's best performance? No, that's definitely not it.
No.
Return of the Jedi was the best display of his ability, and A New Hope was the best display of Fisher's.
I could disagree. This is a great closing off film for Fisher and everything. A great way to send off the characters of Luke, and they didn't mean to send off Leia in this movie, but it was a great send off for Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, Leia, Organa, and Luke Skywalker. What did you think of the final battle on Crate and everything?
Well...
I feel like it was...
Are you talking about the battle with Luke and Kylo, or the battle overall?
No, just the battle, like, the whole battle on the finale on Crate.
Well... Damn, that's interesting. See, well, the Luke versus Kylo battle, actually, that was kind of lame.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like it was
He,
great. You have so many negatives about it.
he just dodged Kylo's attacks, like rather than having an epic like fight.
I know, because they couldn't touch the lightsabers, because that would give up that he's the force projection. So remember, when Kylo put the saber through him, nothing happened. And then, if the lightsabers hit, they would just go through right through each other.
Yeah, but maybe so they could explain it some way. But personally,
And also,
whatever.
Ryan Johnson, the director of this and the new trilogy coming out, he said that this new trilogy isn't Luke's story. Luke's story and Leia and Han's ended in Return of the Jedi. This is the new story of building the galaxy of Kylo Ren, Rey, Poe, Finn, Rose.
I'm aware, but Luke should have had a final spotlight.
Yeah.
Especially because I doubt we'll be seeing him in number 9.
He was Mark Hamill's confirmed to be in 9, but
Of Force Ghost.
it's probably gonna be more than a big Force Ghost. Maybe, you know how he could do the Force projection? What if he Force projects his Force Ghosts and everything? Wouldn't that be cool? He actually fight in the finale. Maybe we'll get the green
Cool.
lightsaber if it actually survived and get destroyed.
Mhm.
What did you think of Rose in the movie?
Rose?
Yeah,
She was not my favorite.
I think she was good. Like, remember her sister Paige got killed in the beginning battle scene?
Yeah, but Rose is just icky. You know what? Let's talk about I want to talk about the overall plot a little bit.
The overall plot. Well, mostly the movie was about the Resistance trying to escape the First Order and finding DJ, which is but not DJ, them finding the Master Codebreaker, but then they got DJ in return. And this movie was send off to Luke and everything, you know? Yeah. Well, if we have viewers, do we have any viewers?
Currently 0, but it could just be a glitch, we don't know.
Yeah.
Look at your viewers.
Check. Well, if there's any people on the stream now, comment any Q&As you have about the film or your opinions. We'll likely address them and say what we think. Alright, how do you think this film will, like, lead into episode 9 and stuff? Because I think there's gonna be a big time jump, in my opinion.
I believe that Rey and Kylo will... I believe Kylo will switch to, like... Oh, I want to talk about something else, because I thought about this. Do you remember the scene where,
Yeah.
where, Kylo, not the final scene, but the scene where Kylo smashes his helmet and it kind of looks like Darth Vader's?
Oh, yeah, when his helmet's destroyed. Yeah.
That scene was badass.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be cool if they would have kept it that way and maybe he becomes more of a Darth Vader fanboy.
I mean, I'm on the other side of that. I feel like that's more of like expanding his character to make him his own character instead of making him be a Kylo Ren fanboy. Not Kylo Ren fanboy, I mean Darth Vader fanboy. It's better the way they did it, in my opinion. Because he's not... The director said he's not this Vader fanboy at the end of the movie. He's his own character, Kylo Ren.
That is true, but he is a Vader fanboy.
Not anymore, in my opinion. He's Supreme Leader Ren at the end of this movie. If anybody, the big change of a character is Kylo Ren in this movie. He changed the most. From this character being defeated on Starkiller base at the end of The Force Awakens, and now he's the leader of the First Order, Supreme Leader Ren. Oh, what'd you think about... This reminds me, since we were talking about, Luke and everything, Kylo. What'd you think about Luke throwing the lightsaber?
It was underwhelming.
Yeah, I agree about that.
It gave me a good laugh in the theater, but I think the goal should have been to bring nostalgia, not laughs.
Yeah, well,
We were
the
left
goal...
on the biggest cliffhanger ever in cinema history, and the first thing he does with his lightsaber that's been carried on throughout his legacy is throw it backwards, really?
Well, it wasn't meant to be like that. It was meant to show that he's done with the Jedi. He's in or he's in hiding. Remember, he says it's time for the Jedi to end. After Ben Solo killing his order, you would do the same thing.
I got an idea because I gotta do some stuff. Let's end the stream at 30 minutes total. Right now it's 24 minutes, so this should give us enough time to wrap it up.
Alright. So, what do you think... How would you, since we're coming towards the end of the stream, how do you rank the movie, like, with all the overall movies? Like, what's your ranking? Like, from episode... You know what I mean? Like, the ranking of the movie?
Yeah.
So, overall, before we get into, like, the ranking of the whole saga, what is your... Like, do you think overall thoughts about the movie? Do you think it was a good movie, a bad movie?
Personally, I thought this film was one of the more underwhelming films that we've had. It had a lot of hype built up to it, and it didn't deliver.
Well, even Luke says in the trailer, it wasn't meant to be towards the audience, but in the movie, but he says this is not going to go the way you think, and it didn't. Snoke is just Snoke. Rey, oh yeah, we forgot to talk about a big thing. Rey's parents, they're nobodies.
Yeah, they literally just stole Rey for money.
And I feel like Kylo was just lying to her, because remember, no one